Oh, just regular Coke? I thought you meant like. I thought it was like.
But it's a Mexican Coke.
Mexican Coke? Does it have a mustache? Sombrero. Jinx? Wait, does it kind of say with an accent and I don't?
I don't think so.
Oh, dang it.
I came back too fast.
What?
What are the monsters from A Quiet Place called? Did they ever give them a name?
No.
Let me
I'm
look
just
it up.
gonna call them monsters from Quiet Place.
The Death Angels.
Death Angels?
That's what they're called.
Does they come from the sky?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. Oops, sorry.
You ever saw the Sips, Albert?
Yep.
Nice. Okay.
That's 5 words. Yeah, like, why do you want one more word?
It's better than 12.
12's better than 5. What are you talking about?
Is it though? When it's supposed to be 6?
I don't know.
For Tron, we should talk in 1985 dialogue. It's all choppy and literally no flow to it whatsoever.
Sounds good to me.
That's great.
Do it again, dog. Get it.
I hate old movies.
I knew you did.
Who's to say I didn't hate this movie too?
Maybe you just hate new movies too.
I hate all movies.
You hate
Why do we have
all
a movie
Only
podcast?
specifically movies between 95 and 2010.
Oh, I was saying
This movie's 2024.
I had a 6-word solid sip yesterday for Quiet Place. Day 1.
So where is it?
I don't know. In my head, I had it.
So
In
you
my
never
head.
had a salad sip.
I had it.
You didn't write it down, so you
I
did
didn't
not
write
have
it down. I had it.
He didn't have it.
I have you now.
Oh, that Transformers trailer. Did you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Are you excited?
Not really.
Okay, I was about to
It
say.
was interesting, but like this is really directed towards kids. I don't feel like it's for the nostalgic adult crowd at all.
It might be.
It might be, but at least the trailer-
Design-wise, and they go back to
They're back
his
at
original
Megatron.
name.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my uncle will probably get a kick out of it, but it's probably...
I hated the comedy that they showed in it.
Yeah.
That's what I was feeling. It's like,
Yeah,
it's not
it's kid-
like
It's very
nostalgic
forced.
enough.
Yeah, it's like Mutant Mayhem level comedy. I haven't seen it, but that's what I get the feeling from.
I think I would say it's worse.
It's worse.
I feel Mutant Mayhem.
He's like, whoa, I have a helmet.
Yeah.
This guy.
Oh, you have a metal arm? How cool! Like that level of comedy.
Yeah, literally. What's that from?
The dumb Spider-Man movies you like.
No.
Yeah,
I
take it
think
back.
I liked. I don't think Mutant Mayhem was bad. I think it was good.
Didn't you think it was more like you
I
liked
don't think
it
I
less,
didn't
right?
I liked it less.
Yeah. I thought you rated it like a 5.
Probably.
Yeah, but 5's not bad, I guess. I don't know why I think 5 is bad always. Maybe from
I
UH.
mean, if you got a grade,
I mean, you like a bunch of 5 or below movies.
as a
you were
grade,
5 and I like
50%
you.
is terrible. Yeah.
5 out of 5. Joke's on you.
Perfect.
I still got 5 words.
Bruh. I have a solid sip for one of my movies.
5 out of 6 is also failing
Yeah, basically.
for us on that sip.
Yeah, it is.
What other trailers were there for for Tron. For Quiet Place.
The second Joker movie.
Yep.
Did you see? I didn't see a second Joker movie trailer.
It was like the first trailer that they showed, so you were a little bit late even.
I wasn't.
No?
No, they were showing like all the trivia junk or I don't
Right.
know beforehand.
Oh, okay.
I didn't get that one.
Oh, we saw it. Yeah, second Joker
Pretty sure I did not get
with
that one.
Lady Gaga.
Yeah,
Looked pretty cool.
there was a new trailer for Twisters.
We
You
got
get that one? Okay.
No, you got that instead.
Yeah,
of
I got
me.
that.
We got Smile 2,
Yeah,
which just creeps me out. Like, I don't know.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
No thanks.
No.
What else do we get? It was the Joker, then a couple horror movies, and then back to like the Transformers, and then the movie started,
Mm-hmm.
which is really weird.
Yeah, like 3 or 4 horror movies.
Yeah, which I expected more horror movie trailers, and then just to get a random Transformers for Kids movie. was like,
Oh, there's the trailer for that horror movie where, like, you have to stay attached to
stay
the
attached
house.
to the house or whatever. Yeah,
What was the phrase they used? Never let go.
no, something like
Something
that.
like that.
Yeah, that one looked interesting.
I guess. Yeah.
The idea is interesting. I mean, Smile 2's idea is kind of interesting, but it's
I don't know.
Yeah.
It just creeps me out.
well, yeah, it's supposed to. So I mean, it's doing a good job with that.
I feel like there's one that we missed, but
Mm-hmm.
There's definitely one that we missed. I don't think we've seen Beetlejuice. I didn't see.
Beetlejuice.
Yeah, I didn't see that one. I didn't see Borderlands.
Nope,
No.
we had 3 horror movies.
we
that I-
did. There's at least one more.
Oh,
Which one?
Alien.
Oh, Alien.
I didn't get that one either.
Alien Romulus.
Dang. It's crazy that they
That
showed.
one kind of tripped me out too because of the thing in her chest instead of in the stomach.
Right, but then yeah, they could either showed a bright light or some kind of
Yeah.
futuristic like scan
Mm-hmm.
that you could see through the device on her chest.
Interesting.
But I mean, editing style of trailers these days, it felt too fast for me. But hopefully, the movie itself is not that fast.
Yeah. We have so many alien movies to catch up with if we try to watch that one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, is it supposed to be a sequel to something, one of the older movies, or like you have to watch a lot to?
You don't
catch
know.
up?
I have no idea.
Did you finally get your 6th word?
Yeah, I got 12 words, 6 for each movie.
Okay,
Nice.
good for you.
Okay, so have you seen the second one?
The second
A
Tron.
Quiet Place.
Oh,
We're definitely talking about A Quiet Place.
I haven't seen Tron Legacy.
I have seen Tron Legacy, but I have
Okay.
not seen the second one
Oh, really?
for Quiet Place.
Howard's seen it.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's why I was like kind of wondering if you saw it too. I'd actually expect you to see it before he would, but
Yeah.
I think I liked the first one so much. I don't remember if I saw it in the theaters or not, but
I don't think we did. I think we watched because we watched it for the podcast.
yeah.
I think I've seen it in the drive-ins. Pretty sure.
We still watched it for the podcast.
But
Yeah,
the
we did.
first Quiet Place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm talking about the second one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Dang,
Impressive,
that's-
Howard.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's good.
How did you like the first one?
I remember liking it a lot.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's you care about the characters so much. There's still mystery to the monsters.
Yeah.
Were
and-
you a little excited about this one?
I was sort of excited.
Sort of.
Sort of, yeah.
Sort of.
I was hesitant on this one because I was hoping for something new that the first two did not give me.
Yeah.
And I feel like it does not deliver.
In that regard,
In that regard, yep.
yeah.
We have to watch the second one.
We don't have to.
No, we have to.
If we died right now, we would not. I would not regret not watching the second one.
We have to watch the second one.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if you really want to die
I'm
right
basing
now.
the third one on the first two that I've seen. That's how I'm.
Well, isn't there only 2?
No,
Well,
there's
yes,
3.
but then you guys only have experienced the first one. Is what my point is.
Yeah. Yeah.
But there's 3.
Yeah, but he said the first 2 he had seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, my point is that you guys.
This
haven't
is the
seen
first
second-
2 that we've seen.
Yeah.
We haven't seen the second one.
Yeah, I have not.
So it's just a matter of perspective.
Yep.
Okay, thanks, John.
You're welcome. Okay.
From a certain point of view.
All right. Were you excited for this one?
I was
you said
so-so.
hesitant, right?
Yeah.
hesitant. That's
Yeah.
right. Details.
Mm.
Details.
It's directed by Michael Sarnowski, I'm assuming.
Mike
Ta-
Wazowski?
Mike Wazowski.
Okay.
He's always in the corner.
The tagline is, "Hear how it all began." Because
Scare because we care. Oh.
The budget was estimated at $67 million.
That's it?
Release date of June 28th, 2024. A runtime of 1 hour and 40 minutes. Rated PG-13. At the time of us recording this, there was not a box office yet.
Yeah, this is box office
Yeah.
weekend.
Yeah.
So.
We literally watched it yesterday. That's the first for a movie in a while.
In a while.
A while.
It's in theaters. So if you really want to go see it, go see it. Drink first.
Drink first.
Drink first.
A red drink for a red movie.
It was kind of red in that regard.
There was
I'm guessing because July 4th is coming up, we've got Mountain Dew Stars Spangled Splash flavor.
Ooh.
What flavor do you think that is?
What flavor? Like flavor-wise?
I've
Yeah.
got the main.
I don't know why I said that.
It's right here on the can.
Wait,
but
don't.
it's- Yeah,
No,
I'm
don't
waiting.
say it.
Do you know?
No, I didn't read the can.
Star Spangled. What is it called? Splash?
I'm gonna say it's
Splash.
cherry.
Okay.
That's still your fruit?
Yes. Let's go with strawberry.
It's generic red berry flavor.
Red berry.
Oh.
It's maybe raspberry.
0% juice.
I was about to say, what are you doing?
Oh, almost.
What is red berry? Just all red berries combined?
I feel like when you say red berry, I picture raspberries for some reason, even though they're not.
Nice and red.
It's almost code red. Code red. Dang.
Are you trying to hand me something?
You gave me more. I don't know. Maybe it was just a fizz.
You want less?
No, it's fine. It smells generic.
Yeah,
It smells like gummy bears.
it does. It smells red.
Or
So
is it?
Are red berries just literally just the name of it? Or are they a combination of berries?
I don't know.
Because they're red berry plants? That's what it's saying?
And there's literally no juice in here, so who knows?
What does it smell like?
Generic.
You sure it's not gummy bears?
It just kind of smells like gummy bears.
Everything smells like gummy bears to you.
Corn syrup.
You know, now that you mention it. Wait, the other Mountain Dew smell like gummy bears to me too, right?
Yeah.
Maybe that's just Mountain Dew. Just
Yeah, maybe it's
melted
yeah.
gummy bears. Liquidated gummy bears.
I mean, now that I know it's berry flavored, it smells like a berry of some kind.
It just
That was very
tastes like
Mountain Dew. That's it.
nothing.
very
Yeah.
not exciting. I don't even need a second drink for that.
That was.
It's not bad.
Oh, yeah, it's bad.
It's not bad.
The after
it's not
flavor, is better. Like,
No, it's not.
yeah.
It's trash.
For me, it just tastes like the caffeine in Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew's trash. 1 out of 5.
I'll give us a 2 out of 5.
2.
Yeah. It's 2 out of 5.
You guys have
Just something to drink. It's not a bad aftertaste, and that's one of the main things I care about in a drink. So
Is the aftertaste,
Yeah.
not the pre-taste,
no,
not
it's not offensive to me.
not the not the actual taste, but the aftertaste.
Yeah,
Post
'cause the aftertaste is
Post
like
taste.
the aftertaste is what you like remember. I feel.
And I just remember trash.
Okay. Okay.
So that's it. 6-word summary of the movie.
Oh,
I gotta bring it up.
Then.
I'm waiting for Albert
Okay.
to bring it up.
Brought it up. More of the same quiet emoting.
More of the same, quite emoting.
It's just like the first two movies. The emotions that the characters have to show, the actors have to show for the screen, it's really good. But like I said during the opening, it's more of the same. Story-wise, it's nothing new to me. I care about our main character, but not as much as the supporting character that they bring on about halfway through the movie.
It's because she's a woman, isn't it? No, I'm kidding.
Well, I care about her,
Just
but I mean, regardless of
I just
I
kidding.
mean, I care about her.
a woman's name?
I care about her, but sometimes I question her motivations.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't.
I questioned her motivations at the beginning, but as you learn more about her, I did not question it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind gestures lead to bad ending.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple parts of the movie where I was just kind of like, that's not possible. But and then like and then to me everything was building up to like these like kind gestures like between the two characters, and I'm a great magician.
Dark.
The lights are off. But then there's like a bunch of like kind gestures leading to what I thought was gonna be a pretty good ending, and then they ruined it, in my opinion.
Okay, we'll talk about it.
Did it leave you feeling like Rogue One, sort of, in a way?
No.
With Rogue One, you have context of what's going to happen next. That's the problem.
Okay.
We'll talk about it when we get to the spoiler territory.
That's how I feel about Rogue One, but
Yeah. Okay. My solid sip is every luxury held is a casualty.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's what I really liked about it. You holding on to a memory or holding on to a belonging, and that's not essential anymore. Not when you have things falling from the sky that listen for every sound. So your pet dog or your pet cat or your bird is now your death.
I mean, but this cat specifically is a pretty good cat. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't meow. Or
That's
hiss.
yeah, surprisingly. Meowed only one time.
I don't even remember it. So
And it was very human-like.
yeah.
He was like, hello.
Okay, follow me, sir.
My name's Benny.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to say?
No, I'm good.
So what was your solid sip again?
What I saw it sip again. Every luxury held is a casualty. Casualty is spelled wrong, but that's
Causality.
I didn't need to know that. I'm not reading you're saying it.
Should I spell it how it's spelled?
Yeah, put it in the description below.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Now you have to rate.
I just punched my mic. Okay, well, let's go ahead and rate this movie then out of 10. Okay. Out of 10.
I give this a 6. I give it a 6.
On the count of 3?
We'll do it. Yeah.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 7.
8.
Ooh.
Oh, interesting.
I think for me, maybe it's because I haven't seen the second one. I feel like this is pretty different from the first one to where I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But there's just parts where I'm just like, that's just not. That's not.
Like it doesn't make sense from a character's decision, or like
that,
it just
and
literally
it doesn't
does not make sense.
It doesn't make sense from the creatures as well.
Okay, it's not
Yeah.
consistent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe
and
we
then
have to see more.
again, I hated the ending. Some people might have liked the ending, but I didn't like it.
Yeah.
I don't know. How do you get if you guys liked it or not? We'll figure
I liked it. I liked the ending.
Oh, stupid.
I am
So are you.
I'm okay with the ending.
We-
I feel like
we
this
knew
movie
that.
was made in context of the other two movies. That's how I feel.
I don't know. I haven't seen the second one,
Right.
but
I'll explain more.
yeah. Okay.
Okay. There's no trivia. Oh, actually, there was a pretty interesting piece of trivia that Lupita Nyong'o was terrified of cats.
What?
She had a fear of cats before this movie, and she had to desensitize herself from it.
A fear of cats.
Yeah,
She's not allergic to them.
Just
She's
a
just afraid
fear.
of them.
She said that they felt like they were out to get her. So it started off with them bringing cats around, and she would just like ask questions and look at them until she got the courage to touch one, and then she would touch another one, and then she finally was able to pet one until she was able to like hold it for a good portion of time.
That is very interesting.
Yeah, like she really wanted the role that badly. Like,
That's good. Like that, she did a good job.
I agree.
Yeah.
Um,
Jesse does not hate all women leads. I'm kidding.
we'll find out later. The second he says one thing bad about her, he hates women.
Got him.
Misogynistic and racist.
Okay, the characters. Lupita Nyong'o plays Samira. I don't even Sam basically.
Yeah.
I don't think they ever said her full name.
I don't remember. Maybe the nurse at the beginning. He might have, but I don't remember.
Probably Sam.
And then the other person I added was Joseph Quinn, who plays Eric. He's the side character that came in halfway through.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I didn't include the nurse because he died pretty quickly doing stupid stuff.
Yeah.
So.
He's in Hereditary, and is he Light or is his brother Light in the American Death Note? I can't remember.
I don't remember.
All I know is in Hereditary, he looks like an Indian man, and apparently he's not Indian.
No.
And I did not know that.
It
Like
just-
he could play an Indian, and I'd be super convinced.
I think we just don't watch enough Indian movies to know.
I'm trying to find this one specific one that I cannot find.
I really want to watch RRR.
RRR.
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix.
It's like one of the biggest Bollywood movies.
Okay, I'm
out
interested.
In the past few years.
I'm interested.
Super popular.
Yeah.
Won lots of awards.
That's cool.
Yeah, like internationally and in India.
Netflix has been putting a lot of foreign movies on. I'm very surprised,
Tons.
and I want to start watching more.
They got K-dramas, so
Yeah.
like it's gonna expand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
So I do. It is like 3 hours long
Oh,
and change.
and change.
Yeah.
Dang, it's like end game level.
Yeah.
His brother's the one that plays Light.
Yeah,
Light Turner.
Light Turner.
Oh, I forgot about the last name. But yeah, RRR. Just
Okay.
3 letters.
All right. R. It's a pirate movie.
It's definitely not.
Okay, let's talk about the movie. Spoiler alerts now. If you haven't seen it and you don't want to be spoiled,
What are you doing here?
stop right now.
But I do recommend watching
It's
in
a trap.
theaters.
Oh.
No.
Yeah.
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 You get
Yeah.
you get the audience. You get kind of the audience participation where everyone is quiet
Yeah.
and it's fun.
Oh yeah.
For sure. Like it was.
Yeah.
I mean, other than John like eating his popcorn.
I
right?
feel. You guys went to go see it together?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I just knew John would just eat his popcorn in the middle of the movie.
I honestly didn't eat that much popcorn, but
No, it was only
No.
the beginning.
You were that scared?
no,
No.
I wasn't. I don't think I was scared at all. To be
No.
honest with you.
Really?
Me neither.
At all?
No.
Nicole said this movie was scarier than The Nun 2.
I would not watch The Nun 2. The only
Interesting.
scary thing about this movie are jump scares. Very purposely.
Like The Nun as well, or
No, The Nun.
oh, I was
the
like, what's
second,
the other movie?
The
I'm
second
waiting.
Nun.
I don't agree with that. I don't think it's scary. There's just one jump scare that I looked over at. I was like, "Did it get you?" And he's like, "Yeah, it got me."
I mean, yeah, it's literally a quiet moment, and then literally the monster at your face with a loud sound. So
Yeah.
it's made to jump scare you.
For sure.
Cheap
Yeah.
in my opinion, but
That was very cheap, y'all.
I mean,
I was expecting it. Like, where's it going to come
I
in?
expected it, but also the nature of these monsters, it makes perfect sense. But they also, you should tell when they're coming because they're very loud. So
Exactly. It
it's
doesn't
so-
make sense because it's a quiet moment. So and
he's
she's not
just
making
waiting
noise.
right there.
Yeah. Peekaboo, I'm in your
it
windowsill.
was a dream, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess in the dream it makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To scare the
Because
character.
in your dream, not everything's how it should be.
Yeah.
John's a 10 in my dreams, but in real life, he's a 5 out of 5.
5 out of 5.
but he's scary.
But he's a 10 out of 10 in my dreams.
Okay, so what did you guys like about the movie?
It was quiet. No, I'm kidding. I could take a nap. If I wanted to.
I'm pretty sure the guy next to me was trying to fall asleep the whole time.
Went to your left, really?
Yeah. No, I don't know about that. He was
Oh,
just.
okay.
He's probably taller than me, and he was just like sitting very awkwardly for a guy that tall, and I was just like,
How was he sitting?
he was like cuddled up next to his like I guess his significant other, but like he's on his side with his legs like kind of bent like in, you know,
How you doing right now?
Like this.
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
like that, but like laying down. So I was just like,
yeah.
you're too big to be laying like that, bro.
Well,
Maybe he's tired.
It's
It was a Friday night.
Yeah, it's Friday night.
what? How is he supposed to like? He's supposed to be like
He's supposed
stretched
to be a
out
man,
like
you
this.
know. He's supposed to be a
like
man.
how is he supposed to
He's
lean
supposed
over?
to be like,
Like,
What if he's just comfortable enough to do this in the theater, John? Huh? Come on.
He's just showing off that he's very flexible.
anyway.
How does it go again?
Yeah.
This is just weird if they're only listening to the audio version of this.
Oh
Right
yeah,
now.
definitely. They just hear us making noises.
That's their arm going over to their side.
Yeah,
Mm.
like the very like generic, not generic, but just like
The manly
very
man.
manly,
cliche.
like just
manly
wrap your
man
arm
can.
around the lady.
It doesn't even need to do the yawn, and he just.
Okay. Moving on. The guy in front of me was slightly tall enough to block my screen.
Oh.
Was he tall enough for you?
No.
Man.
Was it his hair?
He has hair.
Yeah, was Johnny Bravo?
Like a good 2 or 3 inches.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but I'm not tall. I'm not short.
Oh, okay.
Should have
thanks.
swapped seats. So you could have dealt with the hair, and you could have dealt with the.
At one point during the movie, I had a flashback where I reached over for Albert Streak, and I was like, "Wait a second."
You almost did it this movie
Yeah, I
too.
almost did it again. I was like,
You're like, wait a
I was like,
second.
Wait a second.
Wait a second. Have the other drink.
Wraps it around the guy's.
This joke's gonna be overplayed.
This whole movie. Or this whole recording.
Anyway,
How's your experience other than Nicole, her fear?
I didn't really notice any people in like distracting wise in the theater.
Yeah.
Besides someone possibly crying at certain parts.
Okay. Like sad crying or
Like
scared
a very sad crying. Like
crying? Yeah.
if they're remembering their father, like sad crying. It was a very like their crying made me want to cry. That's how like deep it was.
Yep.
Yeah. And I don't normally feel sad about like people crying in the
Yeah.
movies because like
Sorry.
normally you can like feel when everyone's kind of down, they're quiet.
Yeah, you're very manly.
Yeah.
I get it.
Exactly. No, but normally you feel like everyone is sad, but you don't hear an individual person
Yeah.
crying.
Yeah.
So it's a very unique experience. Yeah. So, but I don't know if they're crying or laughing. After looking over at the end of the movie, they seem to be laughing. So maybe their laugh sounds like
so
a cry.
You were crying.
I
over
was
their
crying
laugh.
at their laughter.
Oh man.
It's such a sad laughter.
It's such hideous laughter. No,
You're just trying to keep it in.
I don't know. But I think they were crying, but
Uh-huh.
Then leave it at that.
Yeah, we'll
We'll leave
We'll
it
leave
at,
it
a,
at
at
that,
a
yeah.
you know.
somber moment. Yeah.
I like this one.
More than the first one?
No.
Oh.
I like how this one didn't use like sign language. They had to find different ways to communicate.
No one knew it.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
No one knew it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There was no hand gestures or anything.
Yeah, it's not very common.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they wrote with paper.
Wrote paper.
I thought it was pretty clever to talk under the
Waters
water
and stuff. Yeah.
timing the kicks for the lightning
Yeah, that was pretty smart.
or thunder.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And also just like hitting cars, setting off alarms like as distractions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought everyone was decently smart, not to the point where it's like, oh, they shouldn't know that. But you know roughly that you can time thunder based on lightning and everything. But she was like, wait. And I was like, wait, what is she waiting for? And then the lightning flashes. And then they kick after a certain time. I'm like, oh, okay, that's smart.
That's smart.
That's
Mhm.
smart. Yeah.
She was a poet, very intelligent woman.
Yep. Yes, she did a really good job. I didn't like. I mean, on purpose, you're not supposed to really like her character at the beginning, but you should also be understanding like of her situation.
Right.
Be it she has cancer, but she's also a dick. But if I had cancer, I think I would also be a dick. Or maybe I don't know.
You
I
probably
just think you're a dick.
you'd
Yeah.
at least care less about what people think about you
Yeah.
because
yeah.
you know you're about to die.
Yeah.
That's why you're in hospice.
Yeah.
So she can act however she really wants to because she really doesn't have to face the consequences later on,
Yeah.
at least personally.
And for
Personally.
her, she's just like the poem was saying. It was kind of hard to hear the poem at the
Yeah.
time
It,
because he was like whispering it really low.
yeah.
But she was told that she had a certain duration of time,
Mhm.
and then like it just kept going. So at that point, she's probably like just done with living in general.
Yeah.
Right. She was ready.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we get the beginning, and she goes over the shit poem, and then that guy walks funny when he shits his pants, and so she gets conned into going to this play for pizza.
Yeah.
So
And it's just about puppets.
here's about puppets. That was a very unique play, like the way that the puppet and how the illusion of it floating with the balloon.
Mhm.
I was like, man, I would want to go see this play.
I would watch it.
Yeah, I would want to go see it.
Like it
Do we have
was,
any-
yeah. We just quickly, not weirdly, but it was emotional for those maybe minute or so.
Yeah, yeah, and then the balloon pops, and then she's in the moment of like the magic, and then the popping brings her like back to reality,
Uh-huh.
and she's like realizes she's like
could
it
happen
could
to
happen
her,
at
yeah.
any moment. And is it? Oh, and then they say, "Oh, get on the bus," and she's fighting to get her pizza
Right.
because it came all the way this way for that. And she's not explaining what's happening. It's just he's just kind of pushing everyone like get on the bus. And it's not like
It's
get on the bus.
Yeah.
It's not like get on the bus, leave
Mhm.
your cat. It's like he's trying to be as calm as possible.
Yep. But he doesn't know exactly what the problem is either. He
Yeah.
just knows he's being told to go back to the hospice.
Yeah. So they get on the bus, and then all the people start
I heard
looking.
that in my theater.
You heard that in your theater? The Smash
A
Bros.
ringtone.
ringtone.
Notification. Yeah.
Were we in the same theater? No, kidding. And all the people are looking in the back, and then you just see the meteors.
Yeah.
Is it meteors? Yeah, asteroids are outside the
Meteorites.
atmosphere. Meteorites.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is a meteor versus a meteorite?
Giant rock.
Never
Is-
mind. I know asteroids are in space. Meteors and meteorites are in
Yeah.
atmosphere.
Is a meteorite
I
like a
think-
baby meteor?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Like a
like it's smaller.
like a pig and a
bite?
piglet.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. Like a bite.
I thought meteorites were like the broken up.
Oh, maybe. Yeah. I think you're right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're-
I
you're-
wasn't a.
You're a meteorite. Okay, I'll
like-
stop.
I didn't get that one.
Oh.
Did you get it?
Yes.
Flew over your head like a meteorite.
Oh,
Oh,
got
yeah.
We had the meteorites.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll call it meteorites.
Yeah. So that moment.
I thought we were calling meteors.
Oh.
Heights.
Either way. They come in, yes.
Yeah. They come in, and it's just like a scene from like a biblical scene or something where just like the world's about to end
Yeah,
right now.
Asteroids. Meteors.
Yeah, and it's just like, oh god, if I saw that in real life, I don't know what I would do.
You have like seconds to
You
react.
literally have seconds, and if one land next to you, then good luck.
Yeah.
Um,
Especially if aliens are coming out of it.
yeah. Is that falling?
Yes.
You gotta tighten it, mate.
Toy like a tiger. And then everything is all the ringing in the ear is happening,
Mhm.
and people are shouting for each other. And are monsters at this point coming,
They're
or
picking them off. Yeah.
they're picking up slowly,
Yep.
one by one, and it's pretty scary. Like the meteor already happening, and then people just disappearing out of nowhere, like terrifying. And does she get knocked unconscious somehow?
Yes.
She gets knocked unconscious. I think from like a car explosion or something.
Oh, car explosion.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. And then she wakes up,
Yep, she wakes up.
and people already know, like, be
Yeah,
as quiet as
This
possible.
is hours after,
Yeah. Okay. So
at least.
yeah. So people have come to the realization that people that made the most noise, or at least a threshold of noise,
Mhm.
are getting picked off. So people picked up on that. And so
I
when
don't
she
even
went,
know how much they picked up on it, so much as like they were just trying to hide, and that just being quiet is your best bet, regardless.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
that's the part I don't like about this movie that I was hoping for coming out of this movie.
Is how they discover.
Exactly. I use some of the characters, if it's not the main character, some other characters or the military or someone on
Figured
screen
it out.
learning, oh, if you're quiet, you're spared, basically.
Yeah, it doesn't happen on screen. It happens off screen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then it just like gets covered by the helicopters passing by. Where they say like they respond to noise.
Yeah, be quiet.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
So that was like off points for me. It was I was hoping it would get something,
Yeah.
learn something as a previous audience member, like how the characters in the universe learned it.
Yeah. Well, they skip over that.
Yeah.
At this point,
She reunites with the nurse.
oh, the nurse. Yeah.
And then she gets her cat back.
Mhm.
Yep.
The cat almost gets everyone
Oh,
killed.
yeah, that was terrifying.
And then they hear something overhead that just causes that stampede again.
Yeah.
Yeah, planes and helicopters.
Yeah. And then shortly after that, they go up to the roof, and then they blow up. They're blowing up bridges, and
Right. Because
they're trying to contain whatever.
right.
Yeah. And then the guy starts freaking out, and they just like I guess he kills him or he knocks him out. I think he
Pretty sure
kills
killed
him.
I
Yeah.
think the context is he kills him.
Yeah.
I don't know how he killed him.
He's strong, man.
Strong enough to back of the head against the brick wall.
Yeah. Gwen Stacy'd him like, you're not kidding.
I guess, yeah.
Googly eyes and all. Did you laugh
I
at
mean,
that?
he was part of the bad guys in Marvel or whatever.
What do you mean?
He's in the Marvel movies with the
What's his name?
Guardians.
He's in the Guardians?
In the first one, yeah.
He's Ronan?
No, not Ronan.
Oh.
Remember in the first scene?
Oh, you're talking about what's his name?
yeah. Yeah.
John? No. Am I making this name up?
It-
It's a
it
D and
sounds
a
like
J. We'll just call him DJ
Hold
for
on.
short.
Yeah, Jamon Hansu.
Yeah. that
That's
guy.
such a cool name.
Yeah.
No, seriously.
But he's a recurring character from the second movie.
Oh.
Oh.
So I don't know if it's retconned that he's also in New York, but he also is in the second movie.
Interesting.
Where was the second movie at?
It is close. I mean, the second movie is direct sequel to the first movie, so it's a close by island that they're safe in.
Safe.
But I don't want to give you too many spoilers. So
Safe.
yeah.
Did you laugh at seeing the guy's face when he died? Because I don't know
No.
if my audience in my theater was just pure children, because everyone just laughed.
I mean,
I was like, what?
I was not laughing.
I wasn't
because
laughing
I
either.
was taking it very seriously because his kid was there,
Yeah.
and that's why he was staring so much at the kid.
Yeah.
His kid, because he didn't want
The kid to see that.
right or
he didn't
hurt
want
this person in
Yeah.
front of the kid.
I don't know. At my
And
whole
he also
theater.
didn't want his kid to hear like we're all gonna die.
Yeah.
Right, that too.
Yeah. He had to make a decision, like a split decision, like if he doesn't calm down, I'm going to have to do something, and it's probably going to be me killing him in front of my kid, essentially.
Right.
Which is
Or
hard as a father.
yeah,
Or
that's crazy.
attracts a monster, and then they're all
And
dead.
then everyone's dead. And like that's
And
That's
the
a
kid's not gonna
no-win situation.
Understand that. Like,
yeah.
Yep.
So he can't even shout at him like, "Go away." The more noise you make, yeah, my phone does it now. It's freaking annoying. I hate it. I can't find.
I was
the-
gonna comment on it, but okay. I freaking hate it too.
Yeah. But at that point, does everyone? Is it like everyone starts walking out of the building quietly?
Not yet.
No.
You've got the nurse. I keep on forgetting his name.
I think it's. I just looked it up. Don't worry, just keep talking.
But he sits with Sam.
Yeah.
Ruben.
Alone.
Oh, and
Ruben?
then
Ruben.
Ruben and Sam are sitting there, and she writes her plans. She's
Yeah.
going to get pizza.
Yeah,
in Harlem.
yeah, Harlem. Yeah. And he's like, really? Like,
And then the
Generator,
the backup generator starts up.
yeah.
Which, by the way, like, why even bother? Like, I get that it's creating noise.
He doesn't want to attract more monsters.
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
Because if they get within a certain range, they're gonna be picking up on like footsteps, or I'm assuming.
They kind of they don't follow that plan later in the movie.
Yeah, it's
so
slightly inconsistent.
Yeah.
Of how sensitive the monsters are.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll talk about the sensitivity of their ears
Yeah.
eventually.
But yeah, so Ruben tries to turn off the thing.
Yeah.
He turns it off, but then his shirt rips.
And then the shirt rip. Shirt ripper did it.
yeah, and that was enough for the monster to
Yeah.
locate them.
One thing that I really liked about the first one is the just how quickly characters would just be gone from making noise.
Yep.
Like, I think the longest was probably the little kid at the beginning.
Yeah.
Yep.
But in this movie, like, if you make noise, you could
You have
definitely-
like 20 seconds to run.
you definitely have time.
Yeah.
Right.
And most of the characters, and except for our main characters who have the plot armor of the century, like, just don't. They just stand there and wait for
It's
it.
like
It's like,
they don't
oh.
even try quietly moving. They just try to be as still as possible.
yeah, they just don't know.
Yeah.
But it just makes
not
it
your plan.
it just makes it inconsistent where
Yeah.
how sensitive are the monsters.
Pretty sensitive when they need to be. And then at that point, everyone starts walking on the streets. Later on, people start walking.
You're,
I'm like way far ahead.
You're way far ahead.
Dang.
So then she leaves that group of people to themselves,
Yeah.
and she starts making her way to pizza,
Yeah.
where she decides to then feed her cat canned food, where she has to open a can.
But she goes near a water fountain.
Yeah.
I don't
That
think
was-
she knew though at this point.
No, she doesn't know.
She just kind of
Oh,
figures it out.
yeah,
because
maybe.
The
probably.
kids.
I,
Yeah.
I feel like it's maybe if she doesn't know, she is near a water fountain, and it's like what is it? Setting it up for the rain later. on.
Yeah. I agree. Yeah.
I think
I don't think I'd ever risk using canned food though.
only if I'm near a water fountain, I guess.
But if you don't know,
yeah.
I have a feeling she might have, if she's smart enough to think about lightning and thunder and kicking a door down, maybe she knows if she saw a water fountain and there's no monsters nearby.
that doesn't happen until later on.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, she's recognized something with this water fountain.
I only know this because of the first movie and the waterfall.
Yeah.
And that's the only reason why I know it. But
Right.
it makes sense that if there's a louder sound than you, then you can be quieter in it and still make a noise. So that's good to know.
I still wouldn't risk.
No.
Canned
I mean,
food.
because she is also still not risking talking even when under the water fountain
Mhm.
with
Yeah.
the kids.
She's just like very mouthy quietness.
Right.
But yeah.
And then
So
that's
then, yeah,
where
she starts walking with the kids.
the helicopter goes around.
And this is another thing that bothers me about the movie is
Yeah.
like, it just seems like all the extra characters are so stupid in this movie.
Yeah.
Like if you know they're sensitive to sound and you're trying to tell people where to go, you would fly in the opposite direction to take the
Did-
monsters away from the area.
Yeah, to distract
they
that.
should be, the helicopter should have been going north.
Or at least perpendicular, maybe, not.
I mean, the north is the best way to do it, I
That
feel.
Yeah.
takes them furthest away from where everyone's trying to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially, if they're on Manhattan Island, then, they want to go north.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah. Have you ever been in New York?
No.
No.
I don't know. I just feel like, man, if you're in a populated city and something like this happens, then you're just fucked. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, that's what the guy on the rooftop felt like, so
Yeah.
especially blowing up the bridges.
Yeah, I don't know. That's pretty terrifying.
And then to follow up the helicopters going in the or whatever, I'm pretty sure they're helicopters. I forgot. To follow up them going towards the boats and bringing the monsters towards the boats. Like, that whole group of people is just so stupid. Why are you guys all, like...
walking at the same time?
At the same time, yeah.
Yeah. They...
There's no smart way, I feel.
Yeah.
I mean, there is, and it's to... First of all, the helicopter should be taking people... Or taking the monsters north. And then they should be, like, telling people, like, this many people at a time from this... You know, people aren't going to, like...
Yeah.
Some people are going to try to cheat, but, like, at least try to control the masses a little bit more than what they were doing.
I agree with you, but also people panic.
Yeah. In a life or death situation, people are not thinking straight.
They're going to be selfish.
Yeah.
Especially when things are in a mass. If you're in a small group, you can think more logically, I feel.
But when it's just like a big group, mass hysteria breaks out, like...
I feel like for that instance, there's never going to be a mass that big, though.
In New York,
18...
it's hard to avoid.
How many million people are in New York?
I mean, if they're on the island, still millions.
8 million? That was in 2002.
But, okay, for them to get a group that big, they're going to be making a lot of noise even before walking. So it's just not possible.
Yeah.
That group would have been dead long before.
Yeah, I agree. Just like they highlight, is just wheelchairs, luggage, footsteps, just alone.
Yeah.
It's loud.
All your luxuries like that.
Yeah.
Leave all your stuff in a situation like that.
Right.
But when you're selfish, then you risk other people and your life in that situation.
Yeah, you're not thinking. And I agree that it's kind of dumb that whether they had all of these random people do it or they had the military or whatever probably not flying the right direction. Maybe they were, and maybe it was just still bad decision making.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Not smart. Not smart. This is where she hurts her ankle under the car.
Yeah, because the guy screaming "Save me" and pulling on her leg, and a monster gets him and knocks the car down on her ankle.
Yeah. So she hobbles away for a little bit, and then her ankle seems to be okay.
Then super cat to save the day.
Saves Eric.
Yeah.
Or like at least focuses his attention.
Yeah.
Like, hey, bud, this one.
Yeah.
Come with me. That's another thing I don't like is how they gave the cat like very humanish qualities.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's just I agree, but I feel you are supposed to care about the cat too, or
I
Frodo.
care about
His
the
name's
cat.
Frodo. Sam and Frodo.
I care about the cat without the human qualities. Like,
Yep.
I was also waiting just for the moment the cat died the whole time.
Yeah. Nicole said, as soon as this cat dies, I'm going to be very unhappy.
I mean, just like in Lord of the Rings, Frodo helps Sam guide their way through wherever they need to go.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true. But, yeah, the cat did have too much human-like qualities. And it was too quiet. Because you don't have cats. But I got 5.
I mean,
and
I don't have to
It's a
have
service
cat.
cat. I don't know if like that training has anything to do with it.
Yeah.
Maybe, but also the cat.
They purr. Like, wouldn't you be able to, the purring?
It did purr a couple times.
Yeah, but...
Under the sound of everything else.
I guess. I just feel like they're
Yeah.
constantly purring. So they'd be constantly, like, directing monsters to them.
I mean, maybe something is wrong with the cat too that it doesn't make noises, but we don't know that for sure.
What
It
are the
doesn't
cat
have a voice
diseases?
box.
It doesn't have a voice box.
Yeah.
Only when it needs to.
Maybe.
He's Bumblebee.
Well, but yeah, since Eric comes in and we kind of learn where he's from, I just don't care about him enough.
Yeah. I couldn't really understand him because he was speaking really low. and his accent kept me from understanding him.
Well, you don't understand a British accent?
Yeah, I was like, what did he say? So we shag now, we shag later. I was like, I knew it.
Is he speaking English?
Or smoking a pancake.
Jesse doesn't like people from other countries.
Blitz in the beer? And a bong?
Like, toy. This is toy like a tiger. That's actually
I think,
Dutch.
to be honest, like when it came to
Let's watch
Eric,
Austin Powers.
I think when it came, shut up. I think when it came to Eric, like, I think this is where it made me care about both characters more, is just because, and the movie in general, I started caring about more, is just because like they start doing like these small acts of kindness towards each other,
Yeah.
like helping them survive, and it just kind of like builds up and builds up. Like they don't have like a romantic relationship or anything like that, but it's
No.
a very like
Survival.
thoughtfulness. He just does a lot of like nice things that he doesn't have to do,
Right.
Yeah.
and as opposed to like the mass of people who die because of their selfishness.
Yep.
His kindness and it rewards him
Yeah. Well, I
at
mean,
the end.
yeah, but he basically owes his life to her for saving him.
Not really.
No. Well,
She
I mean,
pointed him in the right direction, and he, for whatever reason, just chose to stay.
he's just terrified.
I think his anxiety just...
Yeah.
And I guess, I don't know if his previous fear or like newly existing fear of water
Yeah.
has him want to follow someone because he needs someone to be with.
Yeah. I think I think she saved his life, because if it weren't for him, just like in the tunnel of water, he would have freaked out and he would have been eaten. So maybe in his eyes, he knew that he was safer with her and that he wouldn't have died as quickly. Maybe, but
Hmm.
I just think he just saw he owed her like everything, because medicine, like she needs help, she helped him, and it wasn't like help is like, oh, south is that way, but she did like risked her life by taking in the stranger who
continues just to follow her.
yeah, no matter what. Yeah.
Like she, at that point, she really didn't have a choice. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to, like, basically, he saved her life because there's no way she's getting in that building without.
Yeah, like you said, it's helped. They
Yeah.
helped each other, but it wasn't romantic at all. It was just like,
In a time of need.
yeah, time of need. There was a quote, I don't remember who said it, but like, by yourself you can go far, but together, no, by yourself you can go fast, but together you can go further. So
I said that.
You said that?
That was me.
Yeah.
Yep.
John Armenta.
John Krasinski. Oh.
Oh,
2024.
2024. I said it right now.
John
Yes,
Rico.
he quoted it from my mind.
John Rico.
Suave.
Yeah.
But yeah, you get all those acts of kindness, and especially like during the underwater subway scene, and they start just, that is terrifying though, going into dark water.
Oh yeah.
I mean, everything up to that point is absolutely terrifying because they made the noise
Yeah.
and they're running for their lives, and literally all these monsters are chasing them.
Yeah.
They finally get to the subway, and then they find another one, so they have to go into like even darker areas of the subway.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They're in the water, like
And then
they can't go back.
Yeah.
there's one right there.
There's one literally right there. Like,
Yeah. That was, but I just felt bad for the cat, like during that, like
Yeah.
it doesn't know how to like hold your breath. It's just like just dying for like 15 seconds, 30 seconds, and then the monsters
yeah,
just
cats don't know how to survive on themselves either.
no,
Too domesticated.
Yeah, too domesticated.
the monsters just, the weakness isn't water. They just drown pretty fast because they don't know you should hold your breath either.
Apparently not.
Yeah, and just based
Maybe
on
because like how the shape of their face, where like all that
Oh,
water just gets
sucked in their ear
yeah,
holes and their mouth holes.
Yeah,
And their ear holes.
I said that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear that part.
So they,
My
like-
ears are blocked.
So like, yeah, they just end up drowning because they have no way of.
Do they breathe through their ears or their mouth?
Oh, we don't
Who
know.
knows?
Who knows?
Who knows how they breathe through their nose? If they have a nose.
They don't know how to swim either.
I mean,
They're heavy.
based on their anatomy, I don't think they can swim. Because they're very like skinny, so
Mhm.
it's like an oar through water, but just
Mm.
The stick.
the dowel part.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. So I don't think they
Maybe,
can swim.
yeah, and if they had muscles, maybe only muscles and no fat or something.
Yeah, if they don't, if I do a fat caliber test, I'm pretty sure they're like 1% body fat.
Maybe.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe.
Didn't know you became a scientist all of a sudden.
For 6 years, I measured body fat.
Not for aliens. They have a whole different anatomy than us.
Wait, what, are you an astrophysicist? How do you know this?
How do I know they're aliens? It's not because they showed them coming down from outer space.
I'll give you that one.
I think that whole scene though, like it's terrifying, but I also just don't like it about the movie. Like I said, they just have the plot armor of
Up the wazoo.
yeah, it's crazy. They had so much time to react from dropping that book to getting into the building to
Right.
just running away.
There's like 10, 15, 20 of them.
And these things are like supposed to be faster than them.
Yeah.
Like it's just not possible. at that
Yeah,
point.
that's true.
That's where it lost me.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel like when you sleep, I think it's over because you talk in
yeah.
your sleep, you
You don't
move
have
when you
any control
sleep,
over that.
Snore.
you fart, one fart and it's over. Like
Like-
you're done. Silent.
I think okay, so I think I'm okay with accepting some of it when it's like it's in New York and there's just like all these fires going off, all this like it was raining that night.
Yeah.
Like I can accept that a little bit, but yeah, I don't know. Jesse's doing health and fitness again. He's trying to put human logic into a movie.
Hold up. It says, oh, never mind. It says people usually don't fart frequently in their sleep,
It's a pretty conscious thing.
but it's common and usually harmless.
What?
Usually harmless. Why do you need that information?
Because
Why would you like of all things that you could have looked up? Why was the farting the one you chose?
How many times do you fart in your sleep? On average, people pass gas 13 to 21 times a day. I'm more towards 21.
That's because you eat milk products. Like
Yeah, that's true. But most of that happens when they're awake.
moving on. So then, she's dying because she hasn't had the
Patch.
transdermal system. Or whatever.
Transdermal.
yeah, I think
patch.
it's a pain relief delivery system.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So he goes to the store and
Yeah, finds a pharmacy.
finds a pharmacy,
Yep.
finds what she needs. The cat, for whatever reason,
That was a good one.
just jump scares the crap out of him.
Yep, scares me.
That one didn't get me. That one made no sense. Like,
Yeah, that too. But
How do you not notice the cat following him?
I just the way that they showed it in the scene where they kind of like blur out the cat until he actually looks at it.
yeah,
It's just like I knew it wasn't gonna be a monster. There's no reason for a monster just to be there randomly either. He was not making any noise, so.
Yeah.
But then he made noise because he gasped and fell down. So they decided to keep their ears closed for that one.
right. I mean,
Yeah.
just like when he got out of the water, he was coughing
Yeah, I agree on
Yeah.
that too.
the very first time.
Then the cat decides to wander off into, I'm assuming, the feeding area, the feeding nest thing.
Some kind of construction area where they have looks like eggs, but they're also
Yeah.
eating off of a pod.
Yeah, it's weird.
fungal thing.
Don't really explain what that is.
Yeah.
I thought it were eggs at first.
At first I did too, and then they start eating them.
Mm.
So I was like,
They
okay,
called
well,
each other and then eat. It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
What's with that?
it's feeding time, boys. Like, and then he decides to follow the cat, which I don't understand why.
Not a
The
smart
cat-
idea.
The cat's pretty, been okay by itself this whole time.
Yeah.
And he should be more worried about, like saving the person that he said he was going to save. And then he climbs up. The cat goes up on a metal beam, and he decides to climb up after it.
So that was like my most
Cringe
I looked at John
moment.
like, what is he doing? Why?
Yeah, I was just like,
He doesn't have to
why?
save this cat. The
Dude,
cat's fine.
why are you getting on a metal echoey beam?
Yeah. And then he makes a noise, and then the monster's like right there on top of him.
And then I would just been like,
At that point, I was like, dude should be dead.
Just
he
kiss.
made the noise right next to the monster. He should be dead. There's no excuse. You can't say that the monster made a noise at the same
No,
time.
they're off screen. There were beams making noises too, apparently. So
you
that's why
know, like
I know, I agree with you, but
Yeah.
he should have been dead.
Yeah.
Like that was the end of it.
that was, yeah.
They just want to add some tension to the movie that just didn't need to be there because it was pretty tense the whole time. And now at this point, I'm just saying that we're in a dream and
he's already dead.
he's already dead. Yeah, this
It repeats every 20 minutes. Monsters fall from the sky. And then
yeah. And we're just living in a fantasy world where she's dying and
She's imagining her.
him that he saved her and
Yeah.
he didn't.
Yep.
Anyway, so he gets back with the cat and the meds, gives it to her. They go to get pizza.
Yeah.
The pizzeria is
Destroyed.
Yeah, destroyed.
Burned. Yeah.
another piece of trivia is that pizzeria is supposedly the originator of New York style pizza. That's why it's so significant.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. He ends up going to he takes her to where his dad used to play piano.
Yep.
This
That
is
was a
where we
good scene.
Yeah. And he gets pizza from another place. They eat it. He does a magic trick.
Yeah.
He's pretending like they're performing for a crowd. I loved it. Like
Yeah.
this was so good.
That was fun.
Yeah.
That was good relief.
Yeah.
And then they go back to the apartment. She gives him. I don't think at this point we know that it's her father's.
I think
What is it called? It's a coat, basically. The yellow thing.
Cardigan.
Cardigan.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I don't think at this point we know, but we just kind of like make the assumption, right?
I mean, it means something to her.
Yeah.
I was wondering where that came from. I didn't know. Like, I thought it was his original jacket, but I was like, that color's different. Didn't he have a...
He had a brown one. She
brown.
was wearing the brown one.
Oh, okay.
And so then she took off the brown. She was wearing both.
Both, yeah.
And so she took off the brown one, took off the yellow cardigan, and gave it to him.
Yeah.
And then they look and see the boat.
Sorry.
It's okay. They're gonna
While
come.
we're talking.
Yeah. They go to the boat, and again, this is where, in my mind, like she's made up her mind. She's supposed to sacrifice herself for him because, like,
Her time is almost
Yeah.
over anyway.
Which I'm fine with.
Yeah.
I think that's how it should have ended. To be
Yeah.
honest with you,
Yeah.
like, she makes all this noise with the cars. They're chasing after her.
Yep.
He's running on the bridge. I thought she was gonna scream.
I was waiting for it.
Yeah, so that the monsters would. And she's like, "Nah, I think he's got this." Somehow he got it. Again, whatever.
I feel like that's what it should have ended for her. I think that was way more meaningful.
Yeah. Like her whole life, like she was waiting to die. She met this man.
At least
who
the
was-
last 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she met this man who just gave her like all these like kind gestures.
beautiful
moments. Yeah. And she was, in my mind, she was supposed to sacrifice herself for him.
Yeah.
Didn't happen. He jumps off. He manages to get in the water. Every other of the monsters just put on the brakes, I guess. I don't know.
Right. Like she at least has another afternoon to spend alone.
Yeah.
I don't understand how she survived at all. Like, I guess the car thing makes sense, and I can
There's all the distractions.
I guess I can kind of see that, but at the same time, like, she
If
should
you-
have just been dead in that.
Yeah. Yeah. They would go to the place of origin and maybe, I don't know. Like, she's not moving that fast. They're
Right.
moving way faster.
It's
So
more meaningful if she dies there.
yeah.
He said he makes it onto the boat. The guy that I didn't know was from the second movie, which makes a lot of sense now that they show him so much.
Yeah.
Helps him up and he's like, "You're safe now." And she goes back to her apartment again, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or it goes back to the bar because she looks at a photo of her. And her
yeah,
dad.
and her dad.
And then he reads the note saying to take care of the cat.
Don't make him fat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm assuming the next day, because bright and sunny out.
Or it's sunset.
Yeah, maybe. Whatever.
I don't know the direction.
She's playing the music, and she just unplugs the jack, and
Blast it.
and then you just see the monster land behind her.
That's-
I was honestly waiting for the monster just to take her off screen. To
Yeah.
be honest with
Yeah.
you.
I mean, yeah, the monster comes down on the ground on beat, and I don't like it as much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't like it. The ending is like kind of.
I mean, yeah, she's, I guess, at this point deciding when she dies.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the meaningful point, but I feel it's lost emotionally for
Yeah.
the audience.
Yeah. Maybe I'll bump my score down to a 7 as well. Maybe. I still really liked it, but
I like it. It's just there's just so many moments where I'm just like, that's not supposed to happen. Like,
how
the
did-
plot armor was just like really
Yeah.
bothering me though.
What I think would have been more interesting, because I don't know how these monsters distinguish human sound from monster sound, is when monsters made too much noise, they would like stumble over each other. That would have been more interesting. I didn't see a lot of that happening.
Nope.
And that should have been, because vibration is vibration. That's noise. How do they tell that thud is a human or that thud is a monster or a cat? Like,
Don't know.
yeah.
Well, I mean, they have a way of communicating with each other.
Do they?
I mean, the one called the other ones to eat.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that they would know how they sound differently as well.
Yeah, but like a thud is a thud. Like, I
It's
mean,
a
I guess
much
if it's
heavier thud.
But
That's
a
true.
thud by their feet versus some human shoes that are between,
10 maybe
to 200 pounds.
maybe that's how they couldn't accurately get him, because their thuds were outpowering his thuds. I don't know, when he's running.
I
On
have
the
no
boardwalk? Or,
yeah, on the boardwalk when they're jumping and they're just
I don't know.
ever so slightly he's out of the grasp, or I don't know. Maybe
Yeah,
that's why.
I don't know. I'm not really too concerned about like how they tell themselves from humans as much, just
Yeah.
because they're like.
Yeah, I consider them predators, so I don't think about it too much. I don't think we need to. That's not necessary.
So you were saying you were wanting something different, and it really didn't deliver on that aspect.
Right. Something more that I don't already know from the first two movies.
Like different subspecies of monsters.
No,
No?
I think. I feel like we saw too many monsters, my opinion. But this is supposed to be day one, so they're kind of concentrated in one area.
Yeah. Well, aren't they
So-
all over the world as well?
We don't know for sure.
Well, don't we get a map, and they're
Oh, you're
all
right.
over like
Yes, we have
major
a
city.
yeah,
I
we
do,
have
I
a
do
little-
actually agree with that. That there's too many monsters.
There is too many.
and-
Yeah.
But I mean, at least for this movie, I wish, like I was saying, we would have seen a scene where they learn that they should be quiet
Yeah.
Towards the end, though,
somewhere.
Towards the end.
I feel like it should have been towards the end.
Yeah.
Because like how far apart is day one from the first one?
Probably a couple years, I would think.
From the first movie.
Yeah.
The first movie, I think they start that I'm trying to remember the first scene if they mention it. Probably like 90 something days.
Oh,
it's,
90
It's
something
only
days?
like 3 to 4 months, I think, when they first start the first movie. But then it cuts later. Because
Because
we're
like,
first
yeah,
showing the scene
kid.
where the kid dies.
Yeah.
Later on, there's a cross where that kid is dead.
Yeah. So it's probably a year or two after.
I'm
this?
trying to remember. Yeah, I think it's
maybe.
at least a year's like the bulk of the movie.
Yeah.
But there's also, because she also has a kid. I don't remember if they had the kid during the apocalypse or right before the apocalypse. Or
She
the
has
event.
it. She's giving birth
But
during the movie, right?
I'm talking about like when they might have had conception.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm assuming.
I'm trying to remember if they like intentionally had a kid. I'm trying to remember that.
It's probably was an accident. I don't know. Like that's kind of weird because
yeah,
that's a big risk to undertake.
exactly.
Having a child, or like caring for a child, you're vulnerable. You're
Let
less
alone.
physical.
Yeah,
Now you have to give birth to the child. That's
Yeah.
not a quiet process
No.
at all. But you also want to continue your species, but at the risk of wiping out your existing species.
But I mean, if it's something within a year or two of a big problem, is continuing your species that important? Well, like surviving is more important than continuing your species at that moment.
At that moment, yeah. Yeah. They probably should have waited a couple of years.
Pretty sure most people wouldn't care about the human species at that moment.
That's true. That's true.
Like they're selfish enough to like care for themselves, I feel.
Yeah.
But regardless of the first movie, yeah, we learn what Lupita's character learns,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like I wish there wasn't that time gap when she gets knocked out and then wakes up
Yeah.
coughing or almost
Yeah.
coughing.
Yeah. That'd have been cool to see.
The kid dies 89 days into the invasion.
89.
3 months,
So then-
basically.
Yeah. So then, the year later, so it's like a year and a year and 3
Year and
months?
3 months.
Oh, so they intentionally have a kid then, or okay, they have a kid, maybe
Yeah.
not intentionally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not intentionally. That's crazy.
Yeah, after the initial
Mm-hmm.
3 months, 6 months in when they decide to have a kid, it
Right.
seems like.
Or
Or I mean when it happens.
right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but day two, the second movie does show kind of quote unquote day one for the Emmett family.
Okay.
So I feel like it's a really good depiction of what we also saw in day one.
Yeah.
So that's why I feel like this is kind of a rehash,
Okay.
and that's why I felt like they could have done something else.
Yeah.
Like this is a bigger city compared to where the Emmets live,
Yeah.
but it's similar enough that I feel like they could have done something else.
Do you like this one better or day 2? Movie 2.
For my ranking, it's first movie, second movie, third movie.
Oh, okay.
So first movie being the prequel. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
All right. I'll have to watch the second one. We'll have to watch the
We'll
second
have to
one
watch the second
and
one for the
review it.
podcast.
Yeah. During spooky October.
Or okay, yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Do you guys have anything else to say about this one?
If you're on the fence of watching it, I'd say it's worth watching.
Yeah, the audience like interaction with wanting to be quiet is fun.
Yeah, I feel like every time I eat popcorn, that monster was gonna come and get me.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah. I definitely think popcorn's too loud to have in the apocalypse.
Yeah.
I mean, if this ever happened, like this specific situation, man, I think it'd be just done.
Oh yeah.
You
Like-
think so?
Oh, you know how lucky you have to be one of the people that is in a populated area and then just so happen to not make noise? Like the only reason she made noise or didn't make noise at the beginning was because the impact just like was ringing her ears, and so she's just like trying to refocus.
Yeah.
And then she got knocked out.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I got 2 dogs and 5 cats. I'd be dead in like 10 seconds.
I would like to see a movie that has less. For this, I would have liked to see a movie that has less monsters, because I agree with that. Because then it gives you more opportunity to figure out like how they're finding you.
Okay.
Yeah, it gets too saturated
Yeah.
toward the end.
Yeah.
Like that, I think that's what the movie should have been about. It's day one. They shouldn't know how the monsters find you
Yeah.
in a matter of hours, basically.
Alrighty.
Anything else?
I'm pretty sure that they have a third and fourth one already on the way.
Probably.
Yeah,
They
pretty
seem to be
sure.
doing pretty good.
So I'm worried about the direction if they do, because there's a lot of potential.
The first one.
There's a lot of potential. You could have angles about any person anywhere in the world. That makes it interesting, especially if it was something similar to the Emmets.
The monsters got to start evolving. I don't know, something.
I don't care about that.
It's all about the human experience of interacting with the monsters. That's more interesting.
Yeah.
Like the first one's just so great because like it's completely silent. Like they're using sign language,
Right.
and we don't really know exactly what's going on until it
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah, that is the best part about it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of envious because you guys haven't seen the second movie yet, and I feel it's a better version of the third movie.
So, would you recommend watching it in 1, 3, 2 order?
Oh no.
No? Oh, okay. How would you recommend watching it? In the order of release? Or is it like a funky...
I mean, the third one is kind of separate from the other two.
Yeah. But the 1 and 2 are pretty closely tied.
Oh, very close. The second one starts right after the
Immediately
first
after,
one
yeah.
ends.
We need to watch the second one soon.
Yeah.
I need to rewatch the first one.
Yeah. We do.
Yeah.
Maybe we do the second one next time.
Okay.
What?
What are you thinking?
I have 2 months planned out of movies. I guess I can switch out the movies. We'll talk.
You could be flexible.
I can be very flexible.
Okay.
Because, there's a lot of summer movies coming out in theaters, so
Yeah.
Anyways,
we'll have to slot it in somewhere.
Jogs and plugs. Subscribe to us on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube. This has been Legend. No, I'm just kidding. Let us know what you guys think about day one if you guys watched it in theaters. Would you watch them chronologically or just release date?
Have you seen the second one? Albert has. We have not.
Surprisingly.
Yeah. come on.
This has been the Legendary Sip Podcast, and join us next time for Tron 1982.
Yeah.
It's not going to be the sip we've been looking for.
It's all too old for John.
Too old for John.
Too old for John.
Bye.
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 Second drink?
Second drink?
Second drink.
Second sip?
What do you want to rinse?
Yeah, I want
I'm okay.
It's going to be similar flavor, but I got so much in mind.
Fresh air.
Are the Death Angels really just Dio's offspring? Are they really vampires? Is it their hearing, or can they actually use stands? What would their stands be called? This has been John, talking about Dio's anatomy and how they relate to the Death Angels. Will we see Light Turner in the next movie?
Was he whispering? I heard something.
I don't know. Find out next time.
Are you doing Dio's anatomy without me? If it
Dio's Anatomy is our podcast.
Dio had the head of the MCP.
I might have also mentioned Light Turner, okay?
What?
Because Death Angels, you know?
Oh.